All right, guys, we're back. It's finally the weekend. I'm still kind of suffering from allergies, so my voice is a little bit hoarse and stuff. But we finally have the final set. I think 22 cards. We have an official launch date, April 11th, which is like less than 2 weeks away. So let's get Rev in here. All right, Rev. So we have a date.
That's good.
And a final, what is it called? Reveal. So let's look at these cards. Then I was going to say Monday we're going to have battle mode. We could talk to, hopefully Caden doesn't flake this time, right?
Right?
Yeah, so we'll talk about the theme later. But anyways, let's focus on that. I'm still kind of suffering from allergies, so you do all the talking or most of it. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Look at all these
I can do that.
cards here.
Yeah, so we just got the last 22 cards. You saw the link, right?
Yeah. I love this
So,
Death Metal Knight.
Taking it from the top. We've got Death Metal Knight, 3 mana, 3/4, 2 blood runes, so not super flexible.
No.
Taunt and cost health instead of mana if your hero was healed this turn.
Interesting. So it's more restrictive than the legendary, but almost the same thing. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable. It's I mean, a lot of times you won't have you won't have needed to heal by turn 3,
Yeah.
but it's not bad. I mean, 3 mana 3/4 taunts, like, it's not the end of the world if you have to pay it for its real cost.
Yeah, exactly.
Not why you would include it in your deck, but it's not the end of the world.
I like it. It's especially probably good if you discover it too. So yeah, I like it. It's not bad. Maybe late game you're not so you run out of mana, but if you healed, maybe you could flood the board a bit. So yeah, it's flexible, but I don't know if it's gonna make
It depends on the meta, right? Because I could see some situations where, like, if you're playing against an aggro deck and you play like a lifesteal spell on 3 to kill their minion, and then you play 1 or 2 of these,
Yep.
you're just like stupidly ahead, right?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I could see it.
Not bad card. I like Blood too. I like the Death Knight in general. I think the Death Knight's gonna be in a good spot. Rotation.
Yep.
Oh, we got another Death Knight. This time, Hardcore Cultist.
Yeah, 3 cost, 1 frost rune, 2 attack, 1 health, battle cry, deal 2 damage, or if it's the finale, deal 2 damage to all enemies.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, this is yeah, Frost doesn't have a lot of board clears at the moment that I can think of.
They have the legendary and that one that draws cards or something. Those two.
Yeah, there's the 4 mana board clear that's like power creep on common great.
Yeah.
But yeah, these little board clears on a stick, not bad.
I like it, and I'm pretty sure it'll see play because thing about Frost is at least the kind of the burst one, whatever you want to call it, just needs to delay long enough to win the game, right? So getting rid of a little garbage here and there is not bad. Not a bad card. I like it.
You get some chip damage to face too, so not bad at all.
Ooh, look at this spicy thing, Demon Hunter.
Dude, I love this art so much.
Yeah.
Got a 5 cost 4/3 guitar soloist. Battle cry. If you control no other minions, draw a spell, a minion, and a weapon.
Very restrictive, but very good if you could pull it off, right?
Yeah. Reminds me in effect and stat line of Gorlock Ravager. You know,
yeah.
Murlocs stat line.
And that saw a lot of play.
That's really good. Shaman's not in a great spot right now, but its best deck is Murloc Shaman, and they play Ravager. So
yeah,
I mean, 3 card draws, 3 pretty specific card draws, on a decent body.
Yeah. The only thing is, what if you can't get the condition reliably? That's the only thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, looking at some of the other Demon Hunter cards we've seen, right? There's a lot of like cheap rush minions. So
true.
hopefully you can kind of trade off your whatever dinky minions you've got left over.
True.
And then draw your cards if you need to. But also, I mean, if you have minions on board, maybe you don't need to draw cards.
That's true, huh?
Right? Like that's often the case, right? Like if you have minions on board, maybe you'd rather play more minions or buff them or something like that.
Very true.
So maybe this is like less of a condition than it looks like.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It'd be kind of interesting to kind of support that no minion thing too. What was that? Yeah, but I don't know if it'll be going to no minion demon hunter because you don't have minions. So, but still, a spell, a weapon. I like it. And then look at this.
Yeah.
Next demon hunter card. I like it a lot. I think it'll be good.
Yeah, and we got a 1-mana fel spell, Taste of Chaos. Deal 2 damage to a minion or finale. Discover a fel spell.
That's really good. 1 mana for 2 damage. So we usually like, and then the discover a spell. Yeah, that's actually real good.
Yeah, these little cantrip effects always see play.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is literally like the Death Knight kit right now. It's just little card draws and discovers on stat sticks.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, the dog needs out. And discover is a very powerful mechanic, especially now that there'll be less spells in standard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we got the best one, the Druid Legendary. Let's look at this.
We got a 4-cost legendary spell. So yeah, all the legendary spells in the set are the bands, the classes like what do you call it? Like their primary song or whatever, like the song they're known for.
And the art's cool.
This is the Druid song, Rhythm and Roots. Choose one secretly, which we haven't seen in a while. Summon 3/5/5 ancients in 2 turns, or 8/8 giants in 4 turns. I'm assuming it's 3 for the 8/8s as well. They were just going for brevity.
Interesting. I like this because then people have to kind of play around it or try to anticipate. Oh shit, are they going to do the 8/8 giants? The only thing is 4 turns is quite slow though. But yeah. I think it's good. I like it. But do you think it's going to see play? It's a little slow. If you could, I forget. Can you cheat this out? Can you cheat it out early?
I mean, you can ramp into it. It's.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Do we have any ramp we can play on too?
I don't think
standard
so.
Right now, obviously, there's like Breath of Dreams and
are they adding that back to standard?
But no, I'm talking about wild. I'm saying like obviously you can ramp into in wild, but in standard, I don't know if there's.
Well, there's always innervate, right? But this will be a lot stronger in wild, obviously, because they could cheat it out quicker, especially with Yeah, I like it.
What do you think? Broken if they had taunt or anything like that.
Yeah. What do you think is gonna be the default? Probably the 3/5/5s. I'm assuming the 4/4 is a little bit slow.
Yeah, 4 turns a long time.
Yeah.
It's probably matchup dependent a lot of times. A lot of times your opponent's probably gonna know like, oh, I'm a fast deck, and they know I'm a fast deck. So
yeah, it's gonna be the 5/5s,
right, and so a lot of times it's gonna be not too much of a secret.
Mm-hmm.
But you could throw people off once in a while.
But yeah, it depends on the matchup, and I anticipate the 5/5s are going to be the default. But it's a good card. Mm-hmm. Here, what's this one? Another one.
2-mana Druid spell, Harmonic Mood. Give your hero +2 attack this turn, and gain 4 armor. Swaps each turn. So yeah, like all these harmonic spells, the numbers swap each turn. So when it swaps, you gain 4 attack and you gain 2 armor.
Interesting.
So you generally want the higher attack most of the time, unless you're just looking to live.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be.
You probably want to play this turn after you draw it most of the time.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The Questor's leaving, but it's gonna be Questor is kind of a thing in standard now, and it's a probably more of a thing. And wow, these new cards that kind of support is going to change it a bit. Nice.
Mhm. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, inspired Druid like 8 years after the fact.
Yeah, typical Blizzard. And then here's another. Was this Hunter? Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a 3-mana 4/2 Harmonica Soloist. Battlecry, if you control no other minions, discover and cast a secret.
Hunters
So
usually.
I think I saw in the core set they've got I think it's Cat Trick and Wandering Monster. Plus the secrets that, from the last year that haven't rotated. So there's like Ice Trap and stuff. Point being, there's not like that many secrets, so you probably pretty reliably get the thing you're looking for. So
The only thing is, yeah, it's a good card. The only thing is, hunters don't usually like trading that much, and two, they usually always have something on the board. So we'll see. Maybe a spell hunter. I was going to see spell hunter might be interested in this, but yeah, hunters aren't usually interested in keeping their board clear because they do most of their damage from their minions hitting people in the face, right? They only trade when they need to. Usually, so yeah, I don't know. This doesn't fit Druid, not Druid. Doesn't fit Hunter at all. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll work.
Yeah,
You
this
can't.
must be a Worgen, huh? Because it's not a beast.
It is a Worgen, so that's why it's not a beast. Yeah, it's a Worgen.
Yeah, it's solid value. I think they'll try to find a place for it. Just because there'll be so few secrets that they can reliably get what they're looking for.
Now here's a interesting one drop.
Yeah, 1 cost, 1/3, Thorn Mantle Musician, Finale. The next beast you summon gets +1/+1.
So basically,
not to your hand, but the one you summon.
Yeah, so basically, you play this in turn 1 and you'll get value from it. Yeah, that's a really good one drop.
Yeah, it's strong on curve, but even if you play like Snake Trap or Wandering Monster or something, the beast you'll get summoned gets buffed technically too.
Yep, very good
So
card.
there's some flexibility there. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why this doesn't get played unless Hunter just doesn't want to play cheap beasts on curve. Maybe they go for big beasts instead. But
who knows? Look at this interesting
this
card.
Is pretty solid.
That's
1/3 with an effect. There's not too much else to say, right?
This is an interesting one.
3 cost, 3/4 mage card, Hollow Technician. After any minion takes exactly 1 damage, destroy it.
Well, that's amazing synergy with hero power, obviously.
Yeah, this reminds me of I think it was called Voodoo Doll. It was like one of the very few Rosticon's Rumble cards that was like actually good. It was the 1/1 where you selected an enemy minion, and then the death rattle was destroy it.
Yeah.
Oh, you just pinged it, and it was really good at the time for buffing up your the Firehawk guy that summoned Ragnaros and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is a soft taunt too. It has to be dealt with ASP, otherwise.
Yeah, and this has better stats, and you can use it more often.
I like it. Do you think it's going to see play?
It feels pretty darn good, right? I mean, I could see some instances where like Druid and Paladin, for instance, kind of like just try to play for the board and don't play a lot of removal most of the time. So if you play this and you kill their big guy, and then they have to develop into it, and it has enough stats to trade into something small, and then you can ping the big thing. Yeah, it could kind of like soft lock people out of games.
Yeah, turn 4, if there's a wide board with the good stats, is Arcane Missile still in the yeah, so this is a potential board
I'm
wipe.
not sure of, but yeah, there's some cheap board clear potential too.
Yeah, really good card. And then this Cosmic Keyboard.
Yeah, we got a 2-mana 0/3 Mage Weapon. After you cast a spell, summon an elemental with stats equal to its cost, and lose 1 durability. So you get 3 total uses. Ideally on some big spells.
Wasn't this a Medivh? Kind of his legendary weapon was a similar thing, right?
Yeah, that was Atiesh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Pretty
And that
similar
saw,
thing.
yeah, that was good. So this is gonna be good too.
And that was what, like 8 mana or something?
Yeah, it was a lot more
That
expensive.
was quite a bit more flexible. And Mage often doesn't have a lot to do on 2 anyways, at least these controlling Mage decks, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's a good card.
Yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable.
I like it.
Mage is
Plus
definitely
3.
looking pretty controlly this set.
Yeah, it's good rather than being RNG. Well, look at this.
And
Look at this one.
yes, speaking of some value, we got Synthesize. 1 cost mage spell, add a random 1, 2, and 3 cost elemental to your hand.
That's excellent because it means you have. If you have a bad hand, you have literally a 2-drop, a 3-drop. Yeah, that's good. Of course,
Yeah,
it's random though, but
yeah,
most
and
of the
there's not a lot of
elemental.
competition on turn 1.
Yeah, that's a good card. I like it.
Yeah, yeah, and these value decks tend to do all right in like just after rotation because the aggro decks and combo decks haven't gotten as refined yet. So you've got some decent tools to slow things down, get some value in your hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not bad at all.
It might be pretty good. Yeah, Mage might be fun. And also, look, we got some Paladin. So far, the cards are good. I don't know what Gecko's saying. They're all trash so far. I don't know. Gecko. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's funny. We got a 5 cost Paladin spell, Paladin Holy Spell, Harmonic Disco. Discover a 5 cost minion, summon it with +1/+1. Swaps each turn, so then you get discover a 1 cost, but give it +5.
Not bad. You like it? It's expensive though, but you do discover a 5 cost, so it's not bad then.
Yeah, I don't really see what the reason to run this in your deck is.
Excellent arena card though. If you ever get it, yeah.
It's flexible for arena, pick up a rush or a taunt or whatever you maybe need for the scenario, but yeah, I don't see this in standard so much.
Okay, maybe people will experiment with it, but yeah,
like enough,
Well,
like why not just play the 5-drop that you want, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you don't
Yeah,
get +1/+1, but there's a lot of variance in 5-drops.
and then look at this boogie down.
Yeah, 3 cost holy spell, summon 2 1-cost minions from your deck. Finale, give them taunt.
Not bad. It thins your deck, which is usually very powerful. Do you think it'll see play?
It's I'm trying to think. What are the good pulls from this? Because it's a little pricey if you're just pulling like vanilla stats, right? And giving
Yeah.
it's a little pricey.
Maybe if it was 2 mana, it would be better.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, maybe there's some crazy overcosted 1-drop that I'm not thinking of. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, something like Zombie Chow, maybe.
Might be stronger in Wild, you're right. Or we'll see future sets. And there's Disco Mall.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a what was the Paladin card? 4 cost, the recruit spell. It's like that, but it's not as aggressively costed, right? Because that was 4 mana for summon 3 cards that were 2 or less. So this is not as good of a rate as that. You do get the taunt, but I don't know how relevant that is on, 1 cost taunts, right?
Yeah, it's not that good.
Not the end of the world.
Guess aggro, I guess it'd be okay, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But what about this other weapon here?
You got a 2 mana 2/2 weapon, Disco Maul. Death Rattle, give a random friendly minion +1/+1. Play minions while equipped to improve. So I don't really see a reason why you don't play this.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Even the 1/1's good, but it's gonna keep getting better and better. You don't have to swing too if you don't want. Well, I guess you kind of maybe want to, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you probably more often than not are wanting to swing both turns in a row just to protect your board.
Yeah.
So you're probably not juicing this to get like +5 or
I agree. There's greedy people out there, Rev. Like Lord Gecko. He would wait until the very end, and then they would do well, if death rattles, I guess it still goes off. But, Lord Gecko. Greedy player.
But it's kind of nice because if you play it on curve and your opponent hasn't played any minions, you can just hold it and develop minions until they do play something you need to swing into. So
yeah, I like it. It's a good card.
It's not bad at all.
And then here's a priest card.
Got a me annoying priest card.
Let me see.
6 cost holy spell harmonic pop. Deal 3 damage to all minions. Summon a 6/6 pop star. Swaps each turn. So the turn after you draw it, you deal 6 damage and you summon a 3/3.
Wow, 6 is a lot though.
So something I'm not sure about these cards is I'm assuming the way it works is that you get the base form when you draw it, and then it flips on the second turn and it keeps flipping.
Okay.
But it might also be the case that like on even turns it's one thing and on odd turns it's another, right? But I'm thinking about the case where you top deck it, like which effect do you get? I'm assuming it's the base card.
Yeah.
But
well, priests love board clears, so it's a little expensive, but you get good statted minion if you do the 3 damage and 6/6. So
yeah, well the deal 6 is like soul crushing.
Yeah, so
because
good card.
You can build your board to not die.
Yeah.
To 3 damage, but you cannot build your board to not die to 6 damage. Usually.
Yeah, it's a lot. Annoying priest, man. Look at this mixtape.
Yeah, 1 mana rogue spell. Discover a copy of a card your opponent played this game.
Wow, that's interesting. Because it punishes you for playing good stuff. But are rogues interested in this, though? Rogues tend to be... Maybe, yeah.
So the fact that it's discovering a card they played and not just a card from their class like we see sometimes means it's going to be a higher quality card on average because it's something they actually chose to put in their deck.
Yeah.
Or something that they themselves discovered because they thought it was, valuable. But yeah, it's not bad.
No, I think it's decent. I just don't know if Rogue's gonna play it. We'll see. They probably will. It's cheap too, which is good. They love. But look at this, Chill Vibes. This is a very good card.
We got a 3 cost Shaman Frost spell. Restore 8 health. Finale summon a 3/3 elemental with taunt.
Where is Frost? Because usually this is nature. Healing's always with nature, not frozen. So I kind of wonder why it's Frost. I guess because they want to go with the whole chill vibes, but yeah, Frost doesn't make sense though. It doesn't heal. All heal spells in Warcraft are nature based, so whatever. It doesn't matter, I guess. But weird that they chose Frost. But it's a good card. A lot of healing.
Card feels kind of mediocre to me because I'm comparing it to Healing Touch. Which is 3 costs, restore 8 also. This just has the finale effect. But we're like 10 years removed from when Healing Touch was released, right? So, I mean, you could compare it to Healing Rain too, which I think was 3 cost, heal 12 or something.
Yeah.
Or was it 14?
At least you get a body here, yeah, but it's not bad. You'll probably see some play, especially if there's a control-y delayed type shaman. And the shaman has a nice saxophone here. Look at this.
Yeah, 1 cost, 1/2 Murloc. Saxophone soloist. Battle cry if you control no other minions. Add a saxophone soloist to your hand.
Kind of like Echo.
It's a decent card to start with for your Murloc curve.
And it's turn 1, you get value.
Yeah, and if they kill it on curve,
another
one.
I like it. It's a good card. And it's more luck.
Yeah,
So that's
pretty
tribal.
reasonable.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Tidecaller is in, or the one cost. I think the one cost Reborn Murloc is in.
Oh, wow.
4.
Nice.
So there might be quite a few good starting options for that deck.
Yep. And
we got a 0 cost Shaman spell, Melomania. Each time you play a minion this turn, add a random Shaman spell to your hand. This reminds me of what was the Hunter spell?
oh,
It was
yeah.
like whenever you
Lock and
play a
loaded, was
spell,
it?
yeah, lock and load. Whenever you play a spell, add a beast to your hand. I think.
The thing about this one, it's 0 cost. That one wasn't, so this is even better.
Well, they had to buff lock and load later. Remember?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now they've learned more about what this should actually cost.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it. Will she play? Probably. Probably, because Shaman tend to have good spells, so. This one's obviously weaker in Wild, though, because there's so many spells, but Shaman tends to have good spells, so yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
What deck will want it? We're not sure yet.
The only thing being, Shaman often doesn't have a good card draw engine. So,
true.
So maybe
true.
it'll be difficult to set up for this to really get a lot of value out of it.
True.
Like if you think about it, like the only reason Shaman has like pretty full hands right now is because they're playing slow evolve decks.
Yep.
They're setting up their location, they're playing schooling and filling their hand with fish, and they're not really like drawing cards if you think about it.
It's true.
Although ancestral knowledge is in core.
Oh yeah, you're right. I saw that.
And they did shave one overload off of it.
Not bad.
So,
it'd be interesting to play some Shaman. I miss Shaman. Shaman's always fun. It's a weird thing about Shaman. It's either it's good or it's kind of or it's kind of sometimes bad. But yeah, Shaman's good. All right, so here's a Warlock spell.
And we got a 6-cost Warlock Shadow spell. Deal 3 damage to a character. If that kills it, summon a demon from your deck.
Ooh.
So this card seems probably insane.
Yeah, the only thing is it's 6 mana though, right? But still.
Yeah, so it's Bane of Doom for 1 more mana and 1 more damage.
And you could target something
but you
better.
You get to pick something.
Mm-hmm.
So
a big Warlock deck. Yeah, I think
as long as there is anything worth pulling, and Mal'Ganis and Voidlord are
come to mind.
So there is.
Mm-hmm. There's some other big
probably better. I mean, there's better stuff to be cheating with in Wild. But this is insane for Standard.
Yeah, it'll see play. And then more Warlock Madness. Oh, look at this.
Got 3 mana Fel spell. Demonic Dynamics. Say that 5 times fast, right? Discover 2 demons. Finale. Give them +1/+2.
Okay, so on curve it's not that bad. The only thing is it's kind of slow. You remember Sense Demon saw play for a while, which literally was 3 mana. Was it draw 2?
Yeah.
Or something like that. So I guess it's the same, but Discovering's
usually weaker in Warlock because you'd kind of rather just you got a pretty premium card draw, and you'd kind of rather just do the thing your deck was planning to do.
Yeah. Good for Arena if you get it. Really good for Arena because Arena is all about like value and stuff. So now look at this. You said you like this weapon, right?
Yeah. So the funny thing about this is when they screen grabbed this originally from the stream, they had it at deal 2 damage because it had already gotten a proc.
Oh.
So I was like, wow, it's starting at 2 damage. That's insane. But I still think this is pretty decent. It's a 4-cost 3/2 warrior weapon, Kodohide drum kit. Death Rattle deal 1 damage to all minions, and gain armor while equipped to improve.
And like if you play 2 armor spells in the same turn, that means it procs twice, right? Every time.
Yeah.
Gain. Oh, so that's actually pretty good. So you could
it's
easily
not
get
per
the
gain, it's per each time you
yeah.
gain.
So yeah. So warrior could really get this to do some decent damage.
Yeah, but it feels like Death's Bite that you can scale,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like it. So I don't think these get card. This is it. This is all the cards left.
Yeah, the rest of those are tokens.
Oh, here's the tokens. Oh, here's the give +4. And, all right. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I definitely want to see. What does it say? The game will power creep fast. It's making broken cards every single expansion to attract players. Because this guy's saying it's the first time seriously underwhelmed by the cards in this expansion. People always bitch. They want literally I win icon on their little thing. Thinking of which, I played was it some game of Hearthstone, and I was like, fuck man, this I was doing a question like, fuck, this game takes forever now. We're so used to Snap, man.
I know, dude. Yeah, I played some Murloc Shaman the other night, and there's all these grindy control decks. It's like, come on, guys, like, what are we doing here? Let's move this along.
Yeah. So hopefully,
the trick is probably to be playing Snap and Hearthstone at the same time.
Is that what it is? Yeah, but
people do that.
We there's the new we're gonna have to talk about, maybe get some, I don't know, man, I'm feeling like these allergy, I have to probably take some allergy med. I don't like taking it, so like when it's like this, when it's coming to spring, it just kicks my ass, so I'm kind of low energy and then congested, and maybe I have to take medicine because you're kind of miserable. And it's weird because I'm worse at home than I am at work, because I think because I'm in a high-rise building at work, so it's not a lot of like an industrial, not industrial. Yeah, not a lot of well, there's trees, but there's a lot of mall. So it's a lot of concrete compared to here. So at home, I'm a lot more miserable than work. Because at work, I'm usually pretty okay. I'm like, it's still kind of, you feel it, but not like here, man. It's like you're drained and don't want to talk. And so we'll see if I was going to say maybe we could play Snap later today, but I don't know if I'm going to be up to it. So I'm going to have to probably get some allergy medicine, Rev.
Yeah, you gotta let me know, man, because you've been dodging me,
Yep. How you? Yeah, and Hitmonkey's coming out. It's gonna be interesting.
Man, that's the other thing. We should review the Snap cards.
Yeah.
For this next season, if you have the time.
Yeah. And then think of the Snap. Caden's right, man. They need to get the cards into people's hands, dude. They really do, because I think people. I don't know, but then again, all card games have the same freaking issue, right? There's only 1 or 2, 3 good decks, and everyone bitches about a stale meta, so that's really nothing new. It's with Hearthstone, Ruterra. It's because they net deck, they get the best of the best, and they don't like playing fun decks, so. But honestly, they do need to add some kind of draft mode, because then that would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I think draft mode are very successful in Snap. But yeah, I always find that funny. People complain about meta, but meta's always going to be like that because people don't like playing fun decks.
Yeah, I don't know. Part of the problem too is like people always project their idea of fun onto other people. Right? So for some people, like there are streamers like like Clark Hellscream comes to mind, where his idea of fun is trying to make like the stupidest like 1 in a million combo possible, where you have to like generate Koldara Drake or something out of ether. That's like his idea of fun. Some other people's idea of fun is like, actually like learning all the matchups and getting really proficient with a deck, right? Yeah. So
well, yeah, and content creators
you just kind of have to, as a game developer, you kind of have to cater to those different.
Yeah, they cater to the masses, and most people don't bitch and complain. They just play the game and that's it. Like probably most people for any card game, honestly, they probably just log in, do their dailies, and that's it. They're not competitive. They're not grinding ranks. It's only tryhards that do that, really. Or like you said, people who want to learn all the matchups or master one deck. But what was I going to say too? Yeah. And plus, content creators, like look at Zeddy, how they thrive on negativity, so that it gets some hits too. You know, so
Yeah, definitely. So I posted a link to Snap Zone, and they've got the new card releases there.
Oh, nice.
For April.
Here, let's look at it real quick since we have a little bit of time. Might as well, since well, it's technically harsh since it's, but let's take a look.
By the way, has anyone even played Kitty Pryde against you yet?
No, man.
Yeah, me neither.
But she's out of the game.
People say, yeah, exactly. Like, she was in the game for a few days, and then they had to disable her.
Hopefully they fix it.
She's like pretty good though. I mean, she's basically like a sunspot for bounce decks.
Yeah, she'll be good and fun. See, that's the thing is like they add these cool. Like I'm telling you, like Master Mole, I've been waiting. It's a whole type of Ronan. It's like I've never played that guy, and it's like they need to. No, that's one thing I do agree. They need to stop releasing everything Series 5 and down. They need to do stuff direct into Series 3. The stuff that are like Kitty Pryde, Master Mold, all that shit should be just directly into. We should do this review for Snap because this is going to be titled Hearthstone, so it's going to be kind of confusing. But we'll take a quick look at him. Kitty Pryde, she's already there. Hitmonkey is he's more of a combo card, so gain and plus. By the way, I was watching a video. He's excellent synergy with what's her name, Bass, turning him into a 3 powered minion right off the bat. So of course he has to be in the hand, and they have to be in the hand at the same time. It's a little restrictive, but it can happen. You could always wait to play Bass if you really want to be greedy, but also there's other synergy with what's it, Forge, Bishop. I mean, there's a lot of different things you could do to buff him before he even hits the board. They also saying Beast is going to be good with him. So yeah, because remember, if he gets returned to your hand, he's going to keep all that power. Yep. So if you could play him again, yeah, there's going to be some interesting combos. But
yeah, it'll be interesting, right? Because like. The Sarah decks from a few months ago, for instance, right? They were initially like very 2-drop heavy, and then they ended up adapting to being 3-drop heavy because of Silver Surfer, right? They could go back to running a bunch of 2-drops because of Hitmonkey.
Yeah, so I like it.
You could just be playing a big Hitmonkey on turn 6, or
I like it.
You could be playing it on 5 and then.
Bounce him back. Yeah, I can't wait. He's going to be a fun deck. Traditionally, bounce decks aren't that great, though. But maybe they will be with this.
Bounce decks are pretty decent right now, even without
Hitmonkey? Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I mean, if they end up playing both Kitty Pryde and Hitmonkey, and that could be pretty good for them. I mean, at a certain point, right? They have to like balance how many bounce cards versus cards they're trying to bounce, right? So like maybe they can't play all the stuff.
Is this really a Jeff the Baby Land? Is this real?
Yeah, that's real.
You can move this once, kind of like Nightcrawler. Nothing can stop you from moving or playing this. Wow. So does that mean if it's a full lane, it destroys a card? Because that's what
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that, but what I do know is you can move it to like locations like Sanctum.
Yeah, that don't allow you to or like what's that other one where it's a 3, 4, 5, nothing in those turns, even like a early Doctor Doom cannot enter there either, the tokens. So yeah, that's very strong for that. Obviously, very dependent. Now, do you think he'll see play on his own though? He's not bad. That's 3 power that could make a Nightcrawler sees play, and he is only 2.
Yeah, I could see it. It's definitely tech.
And it's a move support too. So
yeah, something else is that I was just thinking of is Space Throne, right? You're only supposed to have one card there. I'm pretty sure you can play a card there and then move Jeff there later.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, I think
if we're taking nothing can stop you, literally, then
yeah, like this guy shouldn't.
You can play it to Space Throne.
It'd be cool if they put this in Series 3. Yeah, like stuff like this that aren't meta should just go into Series 3. Okay, let's look at this Snow Guard.
And it might be meta depending on
true. Okay, 1 mana. or 1 energy, 2 power. While in your hand, this transforms each turn into a hawk or a bear. Wow! So you're starting to see some Hearthstone shit, or yeah, a little bit of Hearthstone coming in here, or other. I like that. This game needs it because if you think about it, the game's been very vanilla. Now we're getting start of turn cards. We're starting to get transformation cards. Now, what are the hawk and bear?
Yeah,
Does it show
I'm
it?
just looking at it because this has just been data mined.
Oh, it doesn't
But
show.
I forget what the effects are.
I like it.
They're both 1/2s.
Then what's?
It was something like they manipulate the locations. I remember one of them is one of them's like location effects don't trigger this turn. And
Oh.
then the other one is location effects are doubled this turn.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. That could be with Shuri's lab, and I like it a lot. I like this card a lot. I like its design. I was gonna say if it's just literally changing into a hawk or bear with no effect, then it's what's the point? Yeah, this is a good card. I like it.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you actually play that that effect, but yeah, it is like kind of lane correction.
I like it. Oh, this guy's been data mined for a long time. 4 energy, 5 power.
Strong, dude.
On reveal, move an enemy card from here to another. Wow, that means it could literally win you a lane.
Yeah,
that is strong.
Arrow.
And it's also Kingpin synergy too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
I'm sure you don't get to target it.
Yeah, then it's a little bit weaker then, but because if it literally
we don't get to target anything in Snap.
True.
Right, because the cards resolve at the same time.
That's still good, no matter what. Oh, so, look at who's here. Totally Thanos' daughter, huh? So each time your opponent doesn't play a card here, gain 2+ power, except the turn you play this. Okay. Well, this is good for a couple of reasons. One, if the opponent doesn't play anything there, it gets power. 2, they might want to just kind of, what's that other card that does, like Kingpin, where, oh shit, I better fill up this Kingpin lane so I don't have to worry about it later, right?
Yeah.
Interesting card.
It's kind of like bait for them to play into the Guardians too.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I actually really do.
So maybe you have your cake one way or the other, right?
Do you think it's gonna be good?
It's not bad. I mean, it reminds me of Adam Warlock, which gets played, right?
All right. I think it. Oh, yeah,
I think it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Iron Lad. Unreal. Copy the text of your desktop card. It's probably not going to see play unless you really get a. I mean, 4/6 isn't too bad, I guess, but I don't know. It's too random. Unless you build your deck around it, maybe. You think it'll be good?
So I mean, it's premium stats for the cost, right? Mm-hmm. So assuming it's some kind of useful ability, it's probably not bad.
Well, let's see.
Like the obvious one is pulling like Iron Man is good.
Iron Man's good, or Doctor Doom.
Like, I mean, you also get to basically know what your next card is, right? So if you pull Iron Man, right, you've got a 4-cost 12.
Yeah.
And you also know that you're going to draw Iron Man next turn. And your opponent knows that you're going to draw Iron Man. So like they're like, okay, is he going to stick with the 12 power lane, or is he going to double it again with Iron Man? So yeah, there's some mind games.
I like it. Howard the Duck.
It's not bad at all. Theoretically,
I like
too,
it.
If there's just like a really good card in your deck, if you're like, wow, Mystique is broken in my deck, and I just want an extra chance to get Mystique.
Yeah, I think it'll see play.
This could be that.
Yeah, it's good.
Right, outside of a bounce deck, because obviously you can do that in bounce decks, but you don't want to be bouncing like huge cards if you can help it.
Interesting. And then look at Howard the Duck. Tap this to see the top card of your. Interesting. That's synergy with. So if you have Iron. Now, can you tap it when you want? It is ongoing. So yeah. So it means that you can always do it. Wow, that's really good synergy with Iron Lad then. Because, again, Rev, this is bullshit. Because look, all these beautiful cards, new decks, and we won't be able to play it. Yeah, they really need to improve that shit, dude. They should have gone crafting. Some people say, no, crafting is pay to win. Fuck that shit. I want the cards I want. I don't want to have to wait. Because this is fun shit. It would spice this game up a lot. Exactly what Caden said. And it makes me angry, man. It's like, I want to play these cards when they're released, not months later and saving up for it. Yeah.
You don't want to wait 4 months.
Well, then by then it's stupid because there's other cards that might be. But I do like the way they're kind of spicing things up, and that's good. That's good for the game to have different variety of type of decks. But it's like, wow, okay, Iron Lad. Well, I have to fucking hope that gets in my shop. Well, actually, they kind of improved that a little bit. Well, all right, I gotta get 6,000 tokens, guys. And now, guess what? 6,000 more tokens for Mr. Howard the Duck. So then, perfect. I have good synergy for my deck. So yeah, it angers me, man, because it's like, this is so cool, but yet we're never going to be able to, and by the time we get it, it's, oh, this one though, thinking of another cool deck. Look, card. The start of the game, unlock the secret abilities of all your cards with no ability. Again, another card that unlocks another deck type for you. And of course,
you see if they have the full list. Oh, they do. Yeah, they do if you click on it. Because Wasp and Misty Knight and everybody else all have different abilities with them.
Ooh, so Wasp affect 2 random. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like, all right. Like enemy cards. One, yeah. Oh, what does she do at the end of your turn? Spend, may give another friend. Wow, I like that a lot. You see, Rev? Look at this. This really changes the game up a lot. It's like they got these great ideas, but they got the worst fucking shit I've ever seen for a card game. Yeah. What were they thinking, though? I think you're right. Maybe it was to slow people down, but at this point, I think it is just greed, dude. They just want to milk everyone for all their money.
Yeah. I mean, I think a big part of it, right, is that they just don't want people like burning through all the content too quickly.
Yeah, but
and then getting bored and leaving the game.
But they are getting. Because of that, they're gonna do what Caden said. He's like on board the game. So it's a double-edged sword. You got to be careful.
The balance, yeah.
Oh, look at Shocker. Get the leftmost. Oh my God, Demon Hunter right here in your hand. All right, actually, that's really good. Yeah, you see, Chalk telling me that Patriot decks are going to be that much better now. Look at this, Cyclops. At the end of your turn. Oh, finally, Cyclops.
Not Patriot decks. This is its whole own.
It's its own thing, yeah. Oh, actually, Patriot wouldn't be here anymore. You're right, because they all have effects, so never mind. Of course, you still could probably play him, because after you play the cards and they're on the board and you haven't gotten this dude until turn 4, so like Wasp, or let's say you play that, Shocker, all of them on board, they're not going to get any effects, right? Or do they? If they're on the board,
they do get effects.
Even when they're on the board.
Yeah, it's the start.
Oh wow!
So if this was like a, if this was an
yeah, you're right. It's a start.
Maybe you would play. Yeah, maybe you would play both of them.
Yeah, but it's a start.
If I don't draw high evolutionary, then I play Patriot.
Oh, then he's much better. Yeah, I forgot that it said on the start of the game. Yeah, he's much better then. Cyclops, then you turn on spent energy. If kind of like a ramp druid thing where you don't get punished for rewarded for not spending. Yeah, I like thing. I like this because look at these are cards that don't really see a lot. Well, they do see play in Patriot, but Patriot's not that common, right? I mean, Wasp sees play. Cyclops.
Wasp and Misty Knight see a lot of.
Yeah, this is good. See, I'm saving. I mean, so far there's 3 cards I want. This one's probably the one I'm going to release. It's going to be a while before you get it. Cost 1 less for each enemy card played. Wow. So he could get the Abomination for... Yeah, and the Hulk. Ongoing. Plus 2 power for each turn you've... Yeah, this is really... See what I'm talking about? Yeah, we got to get... On Monday, we're going to do this card review again because it'll be focused on Snap. We'll do it with Caden. Yeah, this is really, really good, Rev. And again,
so they've all kind of got these debuffing effects.
I love it.
Kind of cool.
Can't wait. But again, good luck. We'll see Howard the Duck. We'll get Howard the Duck in May or June if we're lucky, and then and at the Living Tribune finally ongoing split. Yeah, this is another one that's gonna be very interesting. Split your total power evenly among all locations. Again, another card that's gonna yeah, you see, so a lot of great things are coming for the game, but they have a lot of problems they have to fix. Get these things in people's hand. Because all these are fun.
What a really good card with the Tribunal is?
Iron Man?
Shuri.
Oh, Shuri, yeah.
Just play a giant card.
Yeah.
The Tribunal. Easy game.
Yep. All right, Rev. I love this. We'll redo it on Monday, though, with the battle mode, because it's going to be 100% focused. And I want to get Caden's response, because I definitely know Caden's going to look for it. He loves, like, new cards and stuff like this, but... Yeah, they didn't get this shit, or at least let me fucking buy it. Like, I'll buy cards, dude. Just give it to me, like Legend of Runeterra. But I'm wondering, of these ones, which one's going to be season pass? Is it going to be Homegirl, or I'm assuming?
Hitmonkey is too strong to be the season pass card.
Oh no, they say it is a season pass card.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then that means. Cool. Because it's usually, I'm assuming this is going to be legit, it's usually the first card of the first week is the season pass card, and the other ones are just for the month. So that means we'll get Homegirl, the one, and Guardians, the Galaxy support. So it's going to be good. Nebula, she'll be kind of cool to mess around with. She's obviously not going to be very meta-dependent, but she'll be good, fun. We'll start playing some Guardian decks maybe, and then Hitmonkey's supposed to be the season pass. But then remember, they also thought... Master Mold was going to be the so who knows? Yeah. Who knows?
It's all data mined too, so
everything could change. Maybe it'll be maybe Jeff the Land Shark will be the. But anyways, Rev, we'll try to play some stuff later. Maybe I'll feel a little bit better. But yeah, I love these cards, dude. It's going to be really, really good for the game. But like I said, how can you get hype when you literally don't get? I mean, look at how long did it get Thanos? I love Thanos deck. Galactus is. I show you those pictures of some sneaky Galactus wins. So yeah, they're a lot of fun. But how many months has it been in the game? And I just got them. Well, it's been a few weeks for Thanos. But yeah, I'm just telling you, it's just you get these awesome shit, but it's way too late. You know, so it's like this. I'm really looking forward to next month. I think
that's why I've just been focusing on using my tokens for all the big bad guys. Right? It feels like a good investment.
It does. Oh man. All right, Rev, I gotta go, but I'm tired too, and they want to play that King game. I'll let them fucking read because I don't have the energy to play it. Anyways, yeah, but maybe we'll play some Snap. I'll take some like Excedrin or something like that, and maybe we'll feel better and play. It'd be kind of cool to play some Snap. I want to play some Galactus or something like that. Galactus is kind of weird though, because if you don't get the cards, then it's kind of a concede. But sometimes you could, with Doctor Doom and Sherry, you can sneak some wins without your combo pieces. But yeah, it depends. It depends. It's very much draw dependent, I've noticed.
Yeah. Now, if you're not quite feeling up to Snap, I could always play Hearthstone.
Oh, that's an idea. That's an idea. It's a new season. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. That way you could relax. I could relax and we'll watch you kick ass. Where are you gonna play?
I've been playing some Murloc Shaman.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Death Knight or Demon Hunter would be cool.
All right, yeah, maybe we'll plan that.
For them the next expansion, anyways.
Yeah, maybe we'll save Snap for Monday night. All right, yeah, that sounds like I'll let you know how I feel later this afternoon. All right, Matt.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear.